if you just want to start with a quick statement and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, I was proud of our guys. You know, knew there was going to be some adversity and we were going to have to be resilient. You know, they come out and score in their opening series, but our guys didn't panic. And you know, as I told the team afterwards, it's not pretty, and a lot of times it's not pretty when we're playing right now. But you know, it's a good road win in the Pac-12, and you know, we got a lot of big games coming up.
Did you anticipate kind of a sloppy game today, back-to-back road games?
Well, I don't know if I never anticipated a sloppy game, but I anticipated some adversity. You know, when you got a team that can throw it as well as they do, and they can throw it well, and they've got some explosive receivers, you always got a chance. And you know, they played us well up front on our offensive line. Didn't get much push, and I have to watch the film, but I thought they constricted some things in a run game, and so we had to do some things on the perimeter and adjust a little bit that way. But we made just enough play. We didn't turn the ball over, thankfully. So had we turned the ball over, we would have lost. But we didn't, and made just enough plays to win.
Was that almost a case of waiting for them to make some mistakes?
Not really so much. I mean, we sent some pressure defensively. We didn't bring in a lot, and I think Coach Castile mixed it up a little bit. But you know, Jake was out. You know, the one guy kind of controls everything defensively, and so you know, I think it probably limited some of what we could do defensively, some of our packages, because you didn't have Jake out there to direct traffic a little bit. But you know, we made just enough. You know, I think we had 2 interceptions, which was big, and you know, made just enough plays offensively just to get us over the hump.
How important were those 2 interceptions late there? I mean, they're driving into
yeah, they were huge, and you know, I thought we didn't get a lot of pressure on the quarterback when we sent 3, but we the 1 4th down play when we went cover 0, Coach Castile sent them all. I thought that was huge. You know, they got them off the field with less than 5 minutes ago or something like that. So he mixed it up just well enough.
Winning 2 straight Pac-12 road games against anybody, a big deal?
Yeah, I think it is. For where we're at right now, Greg, and I mean, I've said it many times. I mean, we've got some good players, but we're not going to overwhelm anybody. I mean, we're just not there right now. We're going to have to grind, and if you look at us physically, you know, sometimes we get pushed around a little bit because we're not that big. But our guys, I was really pleased with their focus all week. I was pleased with their intensity coming out of the locker room. And I think they're pretty excited. I think they know it's where we're at right now. Any road win is good, and we get a chance to come back home with some big games in front of us.
Keem finishes, I think, with like 152 yards.
Did he have that much? I didn't realize it.
Did they do a pretty good job on him?
Oh,
it seemed like he had a fight.
Well, they did. You know, their 2 inside guys are really big and did a really good job, I thought. And then they squeezed their ends quite a bit, which we anticipated. But we didn't run BJ as much as we did last week because he was beat up. You know, he didn't do a whole lot in practice this week. I mean, he ran, but he didn't throw much. And so we were purposely trying to limit some of BJ's runs that may have been there. Simply because he was beat up a little bit. But, you know, probably looking back at the film, we'll probably wish that we ran him a little bit more. But he's a competitive guy. He made some runs when he had to.
Fisher just couldn't go there? With the
yeah, he had it with the knee. And I'm hoping and anticipating that he'll be back for this week.
It seems like each week Samaje keeps getting more and more targets. Has he really just grown?
Well, I think today it was just a matter of how they were playing us, you know, particularly in the slot. You know, the slots were going to have more opportunity, but, you know, he's getting more and more confidence, and he knows, for a freshman, he knows all the 4 receiver positions, which is pretty remarkable for a first-year guy. Him and Nate have really done a good job this year.
Along those lines, you had those 2 guys, and then Scooby, I think, has 3 TFLs and 10 tackles. How pleased with the progress of some of these true freshmen have you been playing on the road?
Yeah, and there's quite a few more of them that are scattered around our special teams. I mean, Derek Babbage, Devin Holiday, those guys played in nickel. They played in all special teams. I mean, this past freshman class was I think, pretty good. The next one's even better, in my opinion. So that's what you got to do. It's a player's game, and let's make no mistake about it. At this level, I mean, you've got to get the guys, and then you hope you can get them motivated and develop to where they have success.
Anything else for Coach?
Does it seem odd to you, even for you and your system, to kill the clock there in the last 10 minutes?
No, I'm glad we're in a situation that we can instead of being behind. But people that say that, because I guess we're as much run base as we are throwing anyway. Killing the clock is something we need to take great pride in. We had 2 chances today. We didn't do a good job on the first one. We didn't get first down, but the second time getting the first down. And we work on it. But it helps to have a guy like number 25. and he'd get you some first downs. I was actually screaming at him. We had talked about, remember we talked about last week when he scored and, you know, he could get down. So we talked about that this week, to, you know, get the first down and get down. And I yelled it again, but I don't know if Kadeem heard me. You know, so, but he got down. But that would have been a prime situation where you get the first down, get down, and just kneel it out.
Did you get any update on Ermish?
It doesn't look good, you know, and that was the opening kickoff. So, you know, the trainers, preliminary wise, it doesn't look good from a ligament standpoint.
If someone had told you in late August you'd be 6-2, would you have said, take it?
That's a tough question. You know, I'd be, you know, the optimistic part of me would say, no, I wouldn't be 8-0. But I think with where we're at and some of the things that we've gone through, and knowing that, you know, some of the positions that we have with some inexperience, I think we're pretty pleased where we're at. More, and I say that, Greg, because we still have an opportunity to control a lot of our own destiny. Now, it's a monumental task, you know, with who we got coming up in the next 4 weeks, but there's 4 weeks to go, and we got a whole lot of stuff to play for.
Do you anticipate this being a fun week for these guys, 6-2 versus big UCLA at home?
Oh, huge. I mean, yeah, I mean, our guys know it's a big game. It's going to be national TV. It's going to be back home. It'll be a great crowd, I think, and there's a lot at stake, so there should be a good bounce in their step.